Where we left off in part one, we were talking about the courts. Now, one of the first things that a fascist dictator will do, along with commandeering a radio station / media, is to take over or neutralize the court system. Now, historically, this is done by force, which is why most Americans don't seem to smell the slow motion coup that's right up under their nose. Because that Confederate wing of the government we talked about in part one never really went away.
Blood and soil! Blood and soil! Blood and soil! Blood and soil! Blood and...
Now, in my opinion, what should have happened right after the Civil War is that the leadership of the Confederacy should have all been put on trial and sentenced to capital punishment. And any other loose ends should have been barred from running for office or otherwise incarcerated up under the jail. But the reason this continued to happen for hundreds of years, and precisely what I'm talking about today, is the uninformed slogans, the greatest hits. Elections don't matter. Presidents aren't elected, they're selected. Hillary Clinton can't be president. She ain't part of the bloodline, but she's Donald Trump's cousin, so, and blah, 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 and on and on. And my personal favorite, voting don't change shit in the hood, fam. But listen, I'm gonna keep it a buck. The reason shit ain't changed in the hood is because people wasted their time having this emotional, esoteric conversation about gatekeepers and boule with no real honest, good faith study. Look, we had fun back in the day, passing time, bonding over weed and some cheap liquor, zoning out to old conspiracy theory DVDs, and next thing you know, some niggas start quoting the book of Enoch. It was fun times, but we were kids. We were like in our early 20s. But to look at the reality of a presidential candidate in a race that you probably didn't vote in anyway, my question is, if you care so much about what happens in the hood, did you vote for your sheriff? Did you vote for your district attorney? Or I don't know, did you like pay them off to cover up your own bloodshed and backstabbing? I mean, maybe you're not, maybe you're one of those type of people. Maybe you're not a regular person like me. Like, I don't know what your personal beef might be. But if you have this strange, eerie, strong feeling about the Democratic Party, and you don't know, like, you might just write your grandmama name in, or just not gonna vote at all and stay on the couch, and you happen to be black, do yourself a favor to make this decision easy. Just consider the Democratic Party as the weakest of your two enemies. This white nationalist element in our government has always been there, from the Civil War Democrats, and now that ideology is firmly entrenched in the Republican Party. But what's so crazy to me about black people who are either pro-Trump or on the fence or just ain't going to participate is that people in the modern day Republican Party and the people that support them, they tell you this to your face every fucking day. The elected officials themselves tell you.
They want crime because they want to take over what you got. They want to control what you have. They want reparation because they think the people that do the crime are owed that. Bullshit. They are not owed that.
I got a big truck, just in case I need to round up criminal illegals and take them home myself. Yep, I just said that.
CRT.
Critical race theory in education. It's a racist curriculum used to teach children that somehow their white skin is not equal to black skin and other things in education.
Yeah. No, I do not know that, but I...
Resolution against Ilhan Omar. And the reason why I did that, and I'll just say this, censure is not going far enough. If it were up to me, we would expel Ilhan Omar and deport her out of the United States.
Directly, very much. And she was always of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black. I respect either one, but she obviously doesn't, because she was Indian all the way, and then all of a sudden she made a turn, and she became a black person.
Just to be clear,
The people that vote for them tell you.
Important to believe in, to have respect for everyone's religion.
So you respect Christianity?
I do.
Judaism?
Yes.
Islam?
No.
I don't think the media really portrays all the African Americans that support Donald Trump as much as they do.
So what should we be portraying? Where are these African Americans? When you literally look out across the 400, 500 people here, we don't see any. They'll wave. Wave, white people! The streets.
Yes, let me just tell you this much. Yes, I'm doing much better. I'm literally making 4 times as much as I was making when Obama was president.
What do you do?
I work for a debt relief company.
Yeah.
And the talking heads that speak for him, they tell you as well.
White supremacy, that's the problem. This is a hoax. Just like the Russia hoax. It's a conspiracy theory used to divide the country and keep a hold on power.
All right, we're going to create a new banner. This is a Jumdoc alert. Must they run their mouths like that? Unfortunately, a lot of kids and some adults take these ignorant comments seriously. Look, there might be a cautionary lesson in LeBron for kids. This is what happens when you attempt to leave high school a year early to join the NBA. Shut up and dribble. We'll be right back.
To finish up, if you are the child of an immigrant, or the relative of, or just close to, or care about a person who is the child of an immigrant, or first generation. But why do I keep saying the child of? I'm talking about people that have been here for a long time. Black and brown immigrants specifically. Let me tell you something. If that orange stupid motherfucker gets back in office this time, with Project 2025 in place, which calls for Schedule F to allow Trump to fire any federal employee in any office, especially the ones that acted as a doorstop to Trump's worst illegal policy attempts in the first place. He can replace them with racist loyalists. And let me tell you, it ain't gonna be pretty. I'm gonna close with a quote from the master teacher, Dr. Greg Carr, professor of Africana Studies. The real name of the game is black interest against white supremacy. Always. Always. Full stop. This is JD of Giant TV. Love y'all, man. Out.
Uh-oh.
I just love you.
No, that's why he's a great politician.
Yeah, you niggas will be alright.
Look at my African American over here. Look at him. Are you the greatest?